It's been a fantastic journey. I spent now 52 years in whiskey, and I've had an amazing time. I've created probably close to 40 to 50 different brands, but the most famous of that would probably be Johnnie Blue Label. I think that there are a number of strands that are the same. I think we have the same kind of ambition, the similar vision, and the ambition to improve beyond what is currently the norm. I think what's important in that is the ability to break the rules, and that is to achieve a paradigm shift, which results in a step change in improvement. Now, you can interpret that as making the world a better place, or you can interpret it as the ambition to create something new and totally different in quality. And I created Firkin because I wanted to share the enjoyment of whiskey. And I think that those are the common attributes in keeping with and in line with the Zenith Club's ambitions. Well, to start with, malt whiskey was getting very boring and predictable, and I wanted to challenge that way of thinking. So it's not about age statements. Older is not better. Well, apart from me, of course. And I think I wanted to reinterpret the way in which we looked at whiskey, the way in which whiskey was presented, almost reinterpreting the soul of whiskey. Now, I chose Firkin as a name because it challenged the status quo. It's clearly got a double meaning, which we all know about, and that's fun. And I think that allows us to start breaking the rules of what is seen to be normative and pretty restraining rules of whiskey. I wanted to create a way of enjoying malt whiskey. It's about sharing my passion and the ability for other people to share and enjoy whiskey and actually create new ideas while enjoying a glass of whiskey. And the other thing I wanted to do was actually create a new depth of flavor and a new variety of flavor that I knew I could do. I thought I could do. What I wanted to do, I mean, I've spent a lifetime in whiskey, and I've spent a lifetime innovating and creating different styles of whiskey, perhaps the most famous of which was Blue Label. So when I created Firkin, I wanted to achieve really two things. Firstly, I wanted to do something that allowed me to create a better increased depth of flavor. And secondly, to create a variety of flavor that is not seen before with new exotic styles. So how did I go about doing that? Firstly, I created a unique whiskey cask which contains two different types of oak. And we're the only company in the world that I know of that does that. So we use French and American oak staves in the same barrel. Secondly, we use exotic types of fortified wine to season each cask. So we don't import second-hand casks like the rest of the industry. We create our own new cask with fortified wine. And I match the whiskey with the type of fortified wine. And we call that soulmate pairing. It's a bit like seeking out your lifetime partner in whiskey, but in whiskey. And, you know, the result, I think it's outstanding. And people ask me, well, how good is it? And I always say two words, Firkin good. I think you've got to have some creative rules or creative ideas that set you aside and tear down the boundaries of inhibition that most people have when they're thinking about new things. So first of all, I think you have to have the vision to create something better. If you can dream it, you can do it. The second thing is people have dreams, but often they stay at dreams. So vision without action, I think, is hallucination. So you have to get on and try it, experiment, and, you know, like the old Nike tagline goes, just do it. And don't be afraid of failure, because it doesn't happen first time, every time. That's not how the world works. And then, especially in a corporate situation, you should never, ever take no for an answer. You can't do that. Why not? The last thing is people have problems, and I don't think I have problems. I just have unsolved opportunities. You have to find a way or make one. So Those are the guiding principles that are very important to create a paradigm shift. Now, it's a combination of those, and it worked, and it has been working. And you always change and evolve as you do these things. First of all, when you pour a whiskey, look at the color and then nose it. Okay, so 70% of all your sensory comes from the nose. Give the glass a swirl. Take a deep inhalation and let it, and then just assess what you're actually smelling. And different people would actually take different things out of it. And then the best part. Let it roll around your mouth. Feel the sensory. You'll confirm of the flavors that you're looking for. And then you'll get the aftertaste, the lingering aftertaste. Always taste the lightest style first and finish with the heaviest style last. So in Firkin, you try the blue label Firkin 49 first, then either the Firkin 10, and then the Firkin Rare, and then last of all, the green label, which is Firkin Islay. The Firkin Islay is typical Islay. It's strong, it's very peaty, it's very smoky. So you always leave that to the last. And the other thing is, just take a glass of water and sip that between each one. It's always an interesting question, because you have to try and have to strive to achieve many things in life, that you want to try something new and different. So don't be afraid of trying something different. The biggest thing you've got is to conquer your own fears. And then the second one is to, sometimes you have to ignore what other people say can't be done. Just ignore it. Just strive to do it and you will find it works. I wish all the entrepreneurs and in different fields and different walks of life, just take time to actually appreciate that you can strive and improve and be different. And you'll achieve, I think, incredible things. I love the ambition of the Zenith Club. So, ladies and gentlemen, as it's the start of a special relationship with Firkin and Zenith, I give you a great toast. We say in Scottish, Slange, cheers or Gambai to Zenith.